playing the part of Pep.
Yeah.
What was that like? What did you have to? How do you immerse yourself in one of the greatest fighters who ever lived?
Right. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of difficulty because he was so mastery. His footwork is amazing, never matched. And then shooting in Hartford and being around people who knew Willie, walking in Willie's footsteps, literally here in Hartford. A lot of pressure, but I was up for the challenge to kind of. To portray him. A lot of help and assistance from Johnny Callis and Ice and the Cobra community.
Featherweight was scheduled to produce in Cleveland. Hartford heard about that, stepped up, and said, "Not on my watch." And in very short order and with a lot of help from many, many, many people, we were able to be competitive, and we pulled the film from Cleveland and brought it to Hartford. So.
Willie Pep! Will on the whip!
Before you played the part, before you even read the script,
Yeah.
and after you did the movie, what changed for you once you learned who this guy really was?
That's a great question. What changed for me was obviously the affection and the understanding of what a fighter goes through, the trials and tribulations, how they start, where they could end up. And Willie has that great quote of, first your legs go, then your money goes, and then your friends go. So that trajectory of a fighter really stuck with me. So that's kind of what I've learned.
Well, Pep had a great sense of humor to me,
Yeah.
the Pep I knew. One of his jokes was, "The toughest fight I ever had was my first wife," something along those
Yeah.
lines. Were you able to capture that humor in the movie? Did you find that you got that humorous side of Pep?
Well, yeah, that's another great question. I like to be funny. I like to think of myself as somebody who's funny and sharp, and but yeah, I think we touch on a lot of that humor, a lot of his sayings. Because what you'll see in this film, it's not your conventional film. It's sort of a narrative documentary style.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to see two sides of Willie.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see that side of Willie when he's working a crowd, when he's telling one of his jokes, when he is the attention. And then behind the scenes, you see what's going on mentally and physically with him. He's kind of down and out, needs work. His fourth wife is leaving him. His father's ill. His son's not doing well. And the only thing that he knows how to do is get back in that ring and fight.
Well, remember,
You reckon it speaks for itself, huh? It's going with you to the grave. It's etched in stone, 220 and 10. Ain't nobody gonna touch that. Not now, not ever.
What was the process, real quick? I know.
It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of years, but it's also a dream come true. This is what I love to do, and to be able to actually get it done with Jimmy Madio and my team, it was unreal, and it was a dream come true. A lot of hard work, as you can imagine.
For you as an actor, and this is the last question, what changed for you after this part? And what do you hope this movie does? What would your dream for this movie be?
Well, what changed for me was the appreciation for a fighter. There was no doubt the appreciation of a fighter and what they go through. What I hope this film does is, for all of us, so many years and the time and dedication that it took to put this film together, and all the creatives, I'd like to see the film do well for them. There's a lot of people involved in this, and they deserve their due. So that's what I'd like to see the film do.
Willie Pep!
I was ready to die in that ring. Or kill.